Hi guys, welcome back. Today we will be learning about adjectives. We will discuss about comparative and superlative adjectives and how you should use them. Okay, so today our learning objective or the aim of our lesson, is to understand what comparative and superlative adjectives are and use them in our writing. Okay, so let's get started. Now, before we start, let me ask you the question, what are adjectives? I have already told you, or I've already taught you that adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun. For example, over here, Jane is a clever girl. So over here, we are describing Jane, which is a noun. So, what kind of girl is she? She is clever. So, clever is your adjective. Or we can look in the next sentence. They live in a beautiful house. What kind of house do they live in? Beautiful. So, beautiful is your adjective. Lisa is wearing a sleeveless shirt today. What kind of shirt? Sleeveless. What kind of dress? Beautiful. What kind of letters? Meaningless. What kind of shop? Nicer. What kind of baby? Adorable. What kind of hair? Gorgeous. So, an adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Now let's go to the degrees of comparison, which will be our topic for today. Now there are three types of degrees. There are three types of degrees. We have the positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degree. And these degrees, they compare things to each other. They compare things to one another. So the positive degree is simply your adjectives. It is in its base form. And we have the comparative degree, and we also have the superlative degree. So let's look at the positive form first. As I already told you, adjectives in the positive form describe people, places, or things. For example, Rima is a beautiful girl. What kind of girl is Rima? Beautiful. So over here, beautiful is your adjective. Beautiful is in the positive form or the base form. Your adjectives, when it's in the base form, it will be known as your positive degree. For example, the house has a big garden. Over here, what kind of garden? So big is your positive degree adjective. That flower is pretty. Again, what kind of flower? A pretty flower. So pretty is your base form or your adjective, your positive degree. Now remember, the positive degree only talks about one object. It does not compare. You cannot compare over it. Only talks about one object. For example, Rima is a beautiful girl. We are only talking about Rima. We are not comparing her with anyone. The house has a big garden. Again, we are not comparing this garden's house with another house's garden. So remember, the positive degree or the positive form only discusses about one thing. It does not compare two or more things, right? Now let's go to the comparative degree. Now the comparative degree is also used to describe people, places, or things, and it is used to compare two nouns. You need to remember that, just two nouns. For example, we compared Rima. In the first we described Rima in the positive degree. Now we are going to compare her to Sheila, and she is more beautiful than Sheila. So I'm saying Rima is more beautiful than Sheila. That means Rima is one person, Sheila is the second. So we are comparing two girls, or two people. So remember, the comparative form always describes two objects, not more than two, just two. That house has a garden that is bigger than mine. Again, we are comparing the two gardens of different houses. This rose is prettier than the tulip. Again, we are comparing two flowers. So remember, the comparative degree always compares two things. Okay, I hope I'm clear over here. It will compare only two things. Now remember, the comparative degree, okay, takes the form er. Okay, for example, if you see the word big over here, bigger, bigger, okay, so it takes the er form. Fatter, smaller, okay, er. And it could also take more. If you have words like beautiful, intelligent, it would be, you would use the word more beautiful, more intelligent. Okay, now let's go to the superlative degree. Okay, the superlative degree describes, okay, in the same way it describes people, places and things, and okay, it describes three or more objects. Remember, it describes a number of objects. Okay, so for example, now we are comparing Rima, okay, to the whole class. Means it could be a class of 30 students. So Rima is the most beautiful girl in the class. Okay, we are comparing Rima to a class of 30 students. Or for example, the cheetah is the fastest animal in the jungle. Again, there are many animals in the jungle, but we are comparing the cheetah to many animals. Okay, Paul is the most intelligent boy in our school. You may have 1,000 students or you may have 2,000 students, and we're comparing Paul to all of them. Okay, now again, remember, the superlative form takes est. Okay, for example, over here, fast. Fast is your base word, and then we have est, fastest. Okay, or if you go for beautiful, in the comparative we said more beautiful, but in the superlative we will use most beautiful. Okay, most beautiful, or we can also take the est depending on the word. Okay, am I clear? Now let's look at some comparative and superlative adjectives and how you need to change them. Okay, for example, if a word has one syllable, that means when you say the word old, I say it just in one go, right? I cannot break it. So the syllable, okay, if it has just one syllable, you need to use er and est, okay, followed by the word. So old, older, oldest, cheap, cheaper, cheapest, high, higher, highest. Okay, now the next one, okay, when you have one syllable, which is it has one syllable but it has a vowel, consonant and a vowel. Okay, for example, if you see the word hot, it has a consonant, then it has a vowel, then again it has a consonant. Now when you find these kind of words, okay, which have a consonant, vowel, consonant, the last consonant will become double. Okay, the last consonant will become double. For example, over here, T has become TT, and it follows again the ER and the EST system. Okay, hot, hotter, hottest. Again, we have big, consonant, vowel, consonant. G is the last consonant, so it becomes GG, bigger, biggest, thin, thinner, thinnest. Okay, so remember, one syllable means I can say the word in just one go. Okay, and you see if it is a consonant, vowel, consonant, then the last consonant doubles and you have to add ER and EST. Okay, now look at the two syllable ending in Y. Now for example, the word healthy, we say healthy, but I can break it into two words and say healthy. That means it has two syllables, and if you notice, it is ending with Y. Okay, so whenever any word ends with Y, you need to remove the Y and put I. Okay, remove the Y and put I, and then just add ER and EST. Again, happy, two syllables, remove the Y and put I instead of the Y, and then add ER and EST. Okay, healthy, healthier, healthiest, happy, happier, happiest, noisy, noisier, noisiest. Okay, now when it has two or more syllables, okay, two or more syllables, for example, famous, we will use the words more famous and most famous. Generous, okay, more generous, most generous. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Okay, so some words take more and most. And the last one are your irregular adjectives. These, okay, you do not use er and est, or you do not use more and most. In fact, these change totally. Okay, for example, good, better, best. You cannot say good, gooder, goodest. Okay, that is wrong. Or bad, badder, baddest. I have seen children saying this, and this is wrong. You have to use good, better, best, bad, worse, worst. Clear? And another thing for you to remember is whenever you use the superlative degree, okay, the third form, that is the est form, or the most, or okay, the irregular adjectives, you will always use the. Okay, you will always use the article the. For example, she is, okay, the oldest girl in the class. Can I say she is oldest girl in class? No, I have to say she is the oldest girl in class. Okay, so remember, whenever you use the superlative degree, we always use the before the adjective. Am I clear? I hope I'm clear. Okay, anyway, in case you have any doubt, please feel free, okay, to message me or to give me a call. That's all for today. I'll see you in your next class. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.